Hi, today we're going to make this duct tape wallet. It's really cool because it has a couple of pockets. It has a pocket with 2 ID or credit card holders, another wallet for your bills, and then in here it has a coin pouch which is made from Ziploc, so it's really cool. We're going to make that, and then it closes with Velcro. Very cool. Okay, so what we need for this project is we need 2 colors of duct tape. I have mustache and silver, an X-Acto knife, a ruler, cutting board, and a Ziploc bag. I used a quart size. Okay, we're going to cut this down, and then, of course, some Velcro. Okay, to get started, the first thing I did was I laid out some tape. I laid it out 9 3/4 long by 7 3/4 wide. And then, so that's of the inside color. And then what I'm going to do is cover the other side with my main duct tape color, which is the mustache. Now we're going to use our other color for the outside. And you don't have to worry about leaving a lip because we're going to trim it all out at the end. Okay, I'm all done lining it up. Now what I want to do is trim it so that it's even on all sides. Again, 9 3/4 by 7 3/4. So once you're done with your fabric, duct tape, you can turn it over and you can trim it out. Put this to the side. And now what you're going to do is you're going to be making the inside flaps in the pockets here, okay? So the first thing you want to do is I make this one here with the card holders. And that's going to be your main color of tape, 3 1/4 by 7 3/4. Normally I'd line it up, but since it's going in the inside pocket, I'm not going to be too concerned about that. Okay. Flip it over and line it with your inside color. And what you do want to do is you're going to have a quarter more on the top so that you can trim it out, because you are going to see the trim at the top. Okay, so when you flip it over, you have a little bit of overhang. Go ahead. That's going to be your trim. Okay, now to make the pockets, what you're going to do is take a strip of 7.5-inch tape. See, I started it on 1, so I got to go 8.5. And you're going to cut that in half. 1, 2, 3 3/4. So you have 2 3 3/4 pieces of duct tape. Now here, you're going to do the same thing. You got to trim it out. So you're going to get another piece of your silver tape, same size, and you're going to overhang it by 1/4 inch. Okay, so that when you turn it over, that'll be your trim. And that's going to be your first pocket. Do the same thing to the second one. What you're doing is leaving that little sticky piece on the bottom so that it can actually hold the bottom pocket. And if you want to test it out to make sure that you can fit your credit card or gift card or whatever is going to be in there, you can see that it works. Now, in order then to do the sides, we'll go ahead and cut a piece about 3 inches long to 3 1/4. You're going to do that by 1/4 inch. Okay, and then you're going to Just trim it out here to make sure that the sides are held. Flip that over. Do the same thing to this side here. And we're going to do the other side here. Same thing. We're going to just hold the sides down so that your credit card can't slip out the side. Fold it over and again. There's one card holder and here's the second one. And it doesn't go above the lip here. That's good. Okay. So now what we want to do is make sure that we have our fold lines. So the top part is going to fold down about 2 3/4, and then you fold this part up here. You can start establishing your lines. Okay, that's how I want. That's how wide I want it. So I'm just going to leave that like this so that it can flatten. Leave that over here. Okay. Meantime, I'm going to make the second one like that, without the pockets for the ziplock. Okay, so do the same thing. 7 3/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, same thing. You have the overhang. Go ahead and just trim it out. Like that, perfect. Now you have the inside of your wallet. Okay, now is the time where I actually will go ahead and cut the ziplock. It's a regular Ziploc bag. Actually, this is one from Walmart, so a little cheaper than Ziploc. It's quart size. And what you want to do is you want to trim the bottom and the top. Leave about 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. Top and bottom. What you're going to be left with is the 2 Ziploc parts. Okay. I usually cut off the ends here. Just cut off a little bit here. Just the edges. Okay, same thing on this side here. Just cut off that little piece. You're not going to need that. Okay, so I have the Ziploc, and now I need another piece of my inside lining color. So I'm going to take the length of 7 3/4 tape. And I'm going to cut that into 1/2 inch strips. I'm going to do 2 of those. Okay. And what I want to do is open up this Ziploc. And I'm going to use the first Ziploc here. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to trim a little bit more on the top here. Okay, and I'm going to put, so the tape is halfway on the plastic and halfway off, but I want to make sure I don't cover the Ziploc. Okay? Do the same thing for the other side. Okay. So at the end you'll have this. And don't worry about the edges, we'll trim that off. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and place it where you want it. I want mine a little towards the top here. Okay. Now, I don't want to mess with this overhang, so I am just going to cut it off. Now what I'm going to do is I got to make sure that the other side fits. Make sure the tape is on. Make sure the ziplock is locked in so you have it on the right side. And then what I do is again take more tape. And stick it on the underside. I want to make sure that you get the tape the right way. So I went ahead and put duct tape on the other side of the ziplock so that it snaps into place. Okay. Snap, crackle, pop. Okay, so now this is actually going to go on the base here. So remember we had our base that was folded. Okay, so now what we want to do is put this in here. So now there's a ziplock there. And then I'm going to go ahead and line this up at the top here. Okay, and line it up. And then now we get to trim everything out. Okay, so it's pretty much done, you just got to trim it out. Okay, so to trim, I'm going to go ahead and take some duct tape, and you can use 1/2-inch strips for the top and bottom. You need a little bit thicker for the sides because I'll show you why in a minute, because you have this extra padding here. So go ahead and line this up like you normally would do trim. Nice trim outs. Now we're going to go ahead and cut out the sides, and since this has to fold up, we just need a thicker piece for here and here. Piece. Alright. Again, make sure it's lined up. Side, you want to cut it so it doesn't look open, and we'll do the same on the other side. And you're done with the trim. Now again, I would cut this edge here just so that it opens freely. So done. You see, it's really cute. So you have your wallet, you just got to put the Velcro on, but inside you have one billfold here, you have 2 credit card pockets, 1, 2, you have another billfold, and then you have your coin pouch ziplock here. So final touch is we want to add in our Velcro, and what I normally do is line it up a little bit, and then I put 4 pieces on the top, and make sure you get it right, and then just fold it over. And voila, your new wallets. So, if you like this, please use the like button, and if you want to see other tutorials, please subscribe, and I will post additional tutorials. Thank you.